팀 경기장 도시형.
Okay, the map is calm before the storm, and our blue Protoss player down at the bottom left of it from the team NSHoSeo trying to get 3-0 against StarTale. It is NSH.Sage, and in the upper left part of the map, in the red from the team StarTale, he needs to win this game to get some sort of traction, some sort of momentum going for his team. It is StarTale.Tiger.
You know, I've developed, since I've been playing more and more Protoss, this irrational hatred of PvP lately because, well, it seems to be 50% of what I'm getting on ladder and things like that. But I'll be studying this, but I still have my irrational hatred. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's
okay.
10 pylon up for Tiger, which is kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah. Might have just been a misclick or missed something, but...
Is a little bit later, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good. I mean, that'll delay things a little bit.
Yeah, unless this is going to be a 10
usually.
Gate. Is this going to be a 10 gate?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Okay.
All
10
right.
Gate. All right, so that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Shows you how much I play Protoss.
All right. Well, it's certainly still an unusual build, however you want to hack it. So, all right.
So next hack it? StarTale hack it?
Oh, dear God. I did just feed into that. I walked right into that one. My favorite Simpsons moment is the Simpsons family's putting together a puzzle, and Flanders had just lost his wife. Unfortunately, that's not my favorite part of it.
Wow, geez, that's harsh.
So he sits down, and the Simpsons are missing a puzzle piece. He looks over the fence, is like, "What the hell, neighbors? Looks like you're missing a piece." And Homer looks at him deadpan and says, "Looks like you're missing a wife." And Flanders goes, "Well, walked right into that one, didn't I?"
Ouch.
It's dark humor, but I could not stop laughing.
All right, so there we go. A little peek into Cat's Pajamas Psyche.
Oh.
For those who were curious.
Yes.
And StarTale curious.
Oh, dear God. Oh.
All right, so yeah, quite a quick gateway, of course, for Sage. We'll have to see what exactly he plans on using that for, whether it's going to be some sort of really, really fast, aggressive 4-gate, or if he just wants to maybe get something like some Stalkers out very early on.
Yeah.
I'll have to kind of look and see. Zealot on the way right now for Tiger already. And I admit I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the world in PvP, so I'm going to be studying this one a little bit.
Yeah, this is really, really interesting because his warp gate technology is going to hit essentially about 15 seconds faster is what it'll amount to. How much chrono boost did he save up? A lot. So he's going to have about the fastest possible.
This could be a pretty hardcore 4-gate, yeah.
Yeah, a 10-gate 4-gate, no less.
Yeah, well, how many drones is he sitting on right now? Still making them, of course. He's on 17.
Built up to like 19 or 20. So.
Yeah, I believe 19 is a very aggressive one, if I remember correctly.
Absolutely.
There was a time when I played a little bit of Protoss.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. I have a Protoss account, but I don't really touch it very often.
Yeah, I'm sure Sage is probably wondering what's going to hit. Of course, he's set up a little bit more defensively. He has the second gate coming. This is, wow, already a pylon being thrown in. That'll probably get canceled.
And, yeah, it certainly
or
might.
not.
I guess not. Okay, so no cancel on that pylon there, but it does at least serve to confuse his opponent. And I believe there's only 3 gates actually coming up for Tiger. Is that right? Can we go back to his base and just double check?
You are correct. You are correct.
3 gates total for Tiger. So this could be just a very aggressive 3-gate expand as well from him. We'll have to kind of wait and see, though. He could decide to throw down a Robo Bay or something like that, too, I suppose. But
yeah, just what a weird way to do this, especially because as soon as, well, 1 sentry's already up and a second is on the way. As soon as that hits for Sage, it's going to be very difficult for Tiger to get any real traction here.
What Tiger's doing is actually faking a 4-gate, it looks like. He wants his opponent to think he's 4-gating so that he can expand and be a little bit safer that way, I would imagine.
Well, we'll see if we get any warping cycles here, and there's a couple of Stalkers, so he does force Sage to pull a couple units off the line. He's going to put down this pylon up at the front as well. There's the first force field, and Tiger, he's got a couple of Zealots there, but unfortunately this first pylon's going to fall very, very quickly.
Yeah, he's really making this look like a 4-gate, absolutely. So a lot of sentry energy being used here, keeping some units there, and this is a significant amount of units too. I mean, this is something that Sage needs to worry about a little bit. This is like the most hardcore 3-gate I have ever seen in my life, man.
Yeah, and he's going to have to cancel that pylon. Okay,
or
just
not.
Loses it.
Okay.
Good number of Stalkers up, but there's 4 sentries, so they have infinite energy. 5 sentries, actually. He can just keep doing that over and over again. There's nothing that Tiger can do.
Yep, and some minerals being saved up as well for Sage, so doing a few more warpins here. Oh, does he get up high enough?
Yes, he does. All right.
Does he, though? Oh, yeah, he does have vision on the high ground there. A little bit of a misclick with the force fields, and is able to target down some of those sentries as well. The Zealot's about to die, though.
Yeah, but a couple of the sentries have actually fallen, so Tiger going to continue and try pushing his way up. Good use of energy there, though, to put another force field down at the bottom even before this one had expired. So
yeah, more
sentries being warped in as Sage is actually expanding, and Tiger, now he's just going with it.
I guess so. This is pretty crazy, actually. Tiger, you know, he can just kind of warp in unlimited amounts of units. I mean, obviously 4 gates are not sustainable on one base over a long period of time, but 3 gates, you could pretty much go all day. He is getting a second gas, though, now. So, yeah, this is just some kind of really hardcore 3-gate pressure into something else. We'll have to see what he chooses to do next. Last pylon goes down. Oh, and 5 gates from Sage. So, you might see a little bit of gateway pressure from Sage as well. And there's a Twilight Council. So, yeah, probably going to see Blink as well.
This is a good defense out of him, and I just don't really see any way that Tiger's going to break up against this. He doesn't have a robo on the way. He's not going to be able to get vision onto the high ground, barring a miracle. I mean, he was close before, but it's, I don't know, Sage is building up too much energy now. It's going to be very difficult for Tiger to gain traction. He is saving up resources, though, so we may see an expansion in a second.
Yeah, we'll see. There's the Nexus, okay, but it's coming up much later than Sage's is.
Much later.
He actually gets up on the high ground, but that doesn't really help him too much. All right, well, a lot of force fields being used. Okay, so that was worth it for the Zealot. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I really like all this aggression from Tiger. I mean, it seems like it's just not accomplishing a whole lot, and it's just kind of getting him behind. You know, he's putting down the robo now. Could go for some sort of Colossus play, I suppose, against this. What's the worker count right now for both of our players?
19 to 19.
40. What? Whoa, okay. So, a little bit better economy for our blue Protoss player.
Slightly.
Yeah, Tiger has really kind of put himself behind. It was basically like the 4-gate, only without the 4-gate. It was only 3 gates, and just did not work. Sage is going to giggle like a crazy little Zergling guy when he sees that.
You remember when I said he was clapping initially? I mean, this is going to be a similar sort of situation. So,
you know what StarCraft 2 players do, though? They clap with their feet because their hands are too busy, man.
I guess so. But what are they playing at? Oh, that's right. We can measure different sorts of APM at the moment. I was looking. I was going to hopefully check for his vision here, and he does see the expansion. Nothing on it. Yeah, he's pretty happy right now.
The other one is Control C, if that works.
Yes, Control
Shift C. Shift C.
Let me make sure here. Shift C.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the effective APM.
Only it's not. They've got it switched around. Supposedly the effective APM is because the smaller number.
You're absolutely right, because if you see, the normal APM is actually smaller.
So they've actually got that switched on the production thing right now. I'm sure they'll probably fix it in the next patch, but
of course.
I prefer to look at the APM with the bigger numbers. I find it more impressive. Plus, spamming lets you know the progress of the things that you're building too, obviously. So I think that's effective. I don't know.
Well, I guess so, yeah. So, and Sage,
maybe not Protoss so much, but
Sage is way ahead. And
yeah, no kidding.
Tiger, I mean, it is going to have to be a miracle defense for him. He's going to need to trap exactly half his opponent's army where the other half just cannot fire, and get a brilliant engagement with this.
Yeah, good luck with that.
But he's just not going to. There's Blink. I mean, so the Stalkers just won't be neutralized.
Well, basically, what Sage can use is the energy on his abundant amount of sentries to put a hallucinated Phoenix or something up on the high ground, and then just blink in, and then that should pretty much end the game. So, and yeah, sending out another Phoenix looking for tech. Sage is like, there's got to be something else, right? I mean, this isn't it, is it? But it is. It is it. That's it.
It actually is. And Tiger's about to die. I hate being the guy who's like calls games super early when there's chances, but guys, Tiger's just dead.
Well, he should die. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot of units here.
Not the best control out of Sage.
All Sage needs to do is just micro that's a little bit better here. There are 2 Immortals out there, so he does need to be very careful about that. The force fields are pretty good. Not blinking up with all his Stalkers, too, which is a little bit surprising here.
Very. Anyway, so he is continuing to reinforce, though. He's still got quite a few units, and we'll see if he can get up there now. Blinking up around to the side, finally gets up with the vast majority of the Stalkers. He's going to be able to pick off the Immortals, and Tiger is going to die here. Sage is going to take his 3rd game in a row, putting NSHoSeo up 3-0 in this best of 9. Very impressive play out of him.
Yeah, and very unimpressive play out of Tiger, I got to say. That was actually like one of the worst builds I've seen in PvP in a long time.